Hey everybody, and welcome to an episode of Crap That I Bought on eBay. I don't know what is in each one of these boxes because after I ordered them, I let them sit in my basement and quarantine. Okay, so this is definitely a mini. Is this a single mini? All of this shit for one guy? It is. Oh yeah, dude. All right, so I saw this and there was a painted mini, and it's kind of like a caveman Neanderthal barbarian dude, who I thought would be good to be part of like a barbarian tribe. And the paint job's pretty decent, right? Can you see him close enough? Should I move him up? Oh, sorry, did I fuck it up? So, I mean, actually pretty decent paint job. So yeah, I think there's gonna be some more barbarian type minis. I'm gonna put him over there. So I saw these lizard men. These are like the pre-painted, I think, Wizkids or whatever. Degenerate lizard folk. But I liked the sculpts. And, you know, a lot of people would be like, oh, I don't buy that pre-painted plastic crap. Well, I'm not picky, man. If I have a game that I need to get handled, I'll get what I gotta get. So those are some of the lizard folk. And then, in addition, I'm working on a series of adventures related to pirates. So when I found these pirates, I was like, hell yeah. This guy's just like a fat pirate cook, maybe. And this dude is like an awesome black pirate named Barnabas Harrigan, but, you know, he looks dope. And then she's Sandara Quinn. I don't know if these are Pathfinder or D&D, but, you know, they're more of those Wizkids Paizo miniatures. The sculpts are good, you know, the paint job's pretty good, so yeah. So that kind of ties in, and believe it or not, the lizardmen and the pirates all kind of tie in this similar thing. So that was the rationale for that. Man, these eBay people don't fuck around. There's a lot of tape and packing going on with this. I guess that's good, you know, if you want to buy something. You don't want it to be all crudded up. All right, what do we got here? I don't even know. What the hell is this? All right, there's a little monk person. And here's a Sun Arcane Cleric. I don't even remember buying this, I'm not joking. I literally don't. Thank you. Freebies. Oh, look at that. There's like a little note that says thank you, freebies. So that's why I don't remember buying them, Dave, because I didn't. That's cool. That is so fun. Figure Phenetics Collectibles from Palm Bay, Florida. Now I'm kind of starting to remember. I bought a shit ton of minis from this guy. That's maybe why he's hooking me up. Oh, that's a satyr. That is a satyr. Here's a merchant. You could see the scale on some of these guys. They're rather big. Here's a shadow rogue. I thought she would be kind of good as a pirate lady too. Here's a ghoul cultist. I don't know why the hell I bought him. What is this? A Caligri Slayer. Why did I buy these? Oh, okay. So some of these I bought because, going back to that pirate campaign thing, I wanted to do something with the Feywild. So these are red caps. They're mean little bastards from the Feywild. Now, I don't run a lot of Feywild stuff. I don't know why. I just don't like it. But I thought it would be cool to have, in the pirate campaign, to have like kind of at least one adventure where they encounter creatures from the Feywild on like a mystical island. That's why I got the satyr and the red caps. I guess the rest of these roguish people like them, I got just because I thought they'd be cool for the pirate crew, you know, to have a little variety. River Kingdom's Ruffian. I liked this dude because he's like carrying a bunch of crap. You know, he's like, can you see that? He's got like a backpack full of stuff and like a mug and just a like a low-key club that he made out of like table legs. And then here's like a merchant drinking stuff. So yeah, good. Okay. I'm happy with that. Good job. And that dude threw in some extra shit. Oh wait, there's more. I told you I ordered a lot of stuff from this guy. No wonder he sent me some freebies. He's probably like, oh, thank God. I can't pay my bills with this stupid coronavirus. King Irovetti. Yeah, that's all right. I'm not going to complain too much about that. Dancing Girl, Belly Dancer Girl. Cool. That would be good in port. Zadim, the Human Slayer. So these guys work really well also in the pirate campaign thing because I can have these different smaller kingdoms where there's kind of different ethnic groups. And here's another one of those stalker ninja type people. This says Shifty Noble. Oh, so she's shifty, Dave, because look, she's like business up front, and she's like, "Welcome to our castle." But then behind her, see that? She's carrying a dagger. That's why she's shifty. Shifty. And then Serving Girl. You can never have too many civilians. This dude is a human bandit. I liked him because he's got a big sack of loot. He's just carrying a big sack of loot. And, you know, a lot of sculpts for minis don't have, like, realistic things, you know. Now, here's just a big, brawny bandit guy. And then these three are Orc Brawlers. Orc Charger, Orc Brawler, and Orc Battler. I'll put them up front for your viewing pleasure. I just wanted some different orcs. I have a lot of orcs. I mean, in general, I have a lot of crap that I don't need, but I feel like that was a good buy. So thanks, Figure Fenetics from Florida, for hooking a bill up. I mean, it's not free. I spent my own stupid money on things that I don't need. But like I said, sometimes our mental health is worth everything. This comes from some dude. You know, a lot of the things that I bought were not from like major eBay retailers. They were just from normal people like you and me who happen to have some surplus crap that they wanted to sell. What the hell is this? I don't remember any of this. Or do I? So these are like little basic goblin guys. I think that he 3D prints them and paints them. I think. Because they don't have like a company mark. And he flocks them and everything too. They're super basic and perfect for like if you're just like, I need a ton of goblins. And I like the variety in the sculpts. That's why I bought them. You know, so you got some with like spears and shields, and some with bows, and some with swords and shields. You know, he does like a basic paint job, and I feel like when I was looking at these, you know, you get what you paint for. Like this paint job is super basic, but you could definitely go back and highlight these or whatever you wanted to do. But I like them just as they are. Sean Kennedy from Gaming Goblins. More junk for Bill's basement. There you go. See them? Cute little goblins. Goblins! What the hell is this? This comes from Tempe, Arizona. I tried to support small business from all over the country. What? What if a snake jumped out of this right now, Dave, and like bit me in the neck? Oh, yes! All right, this is I'm excited about. I found these Conan miniatures. Now, I don't know Yeah, they're too big. I knew that was going to happen. So the thing is miniatures come in all sorts of scales. And when I ordered these, I was like, these are awesome, but I think they're bigger. I think they're 30 millimeter, which is fine. You know, like honestly, I mean, there's a little bit of my OCD that doesn't like that, but so this is a group of pirate dudes, which I thought, you know, that'll be awesome to include. Now here's one of the painted pirate minis. They're about the same size. So these are unpainted, but I'm looking forward to painting them up, and I'm going to try to give them like an individual look because they're basically clones. And then these dudes were like these tribal, from Conan lore, it's like the Picts, which is like, I think they're supposed to be like the most tribal and vicious dudes in Hyperborea, Conan world.
They could be like robots.
They, well, no, they're like barbarians.
No, right now they could be like robots.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're always saying.
Yeah.
Could be an army of robots.
Right. So, I mean,
Futuristic world.
I could kit bash them, you know, I could cut arms off and rearrange things and whatever and change the poses, but I'll probably just paint them up because I liked the idea of having more pirates and more barbarians. And specifically, again, this goes back to the whole pirate campaign that I've been working on, is like these guys I could see being like primitive islanders, and you know, the ship arrives at this misty island and they're, you know, they discover that it's occupied by this blah, 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 that worships the god of blah, 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 you know. And these pirates could either be allies who are on board the ship with the party, or they could be like another pirate ship and, you know, just good cannon fodder. So, but, you know, that's cool. And it was Conan. And if you don't know, I'm a huge old school fan of Conan. Conan the Barbarian. This is what I was waiting for. This is where it started. I was thinking about the Lizard Man thing, and I found this dude's collection of painted metal Lizardman miniatures. And I was very excited because this would complement my already vast collection of Lizardman miniatures. Oh, here's a shield that's loose. Now, I will say that part of the reason why I saw this was nostalgia, because in the old days, when we painted miniatures, and I'm talking about like in the 80s, I didn't really paint miniatures, but my friends did. And they used very vibrant colors and oftentimes glossy finishes. So these guys have like a very reflective feel. Do you see that on the camera? Can you pick that up? Very reflective feel. But the paint job's good, man. I mean, he's got like great highlights on here. Obviously like some nice washes in the recesses. So what I like about it is that this squad of Lizardmen almost seems like more elite than the other Lizardmen that I have, which is cool because I don't want my Lizardmen to be one size fits all. I want them to be a little different. Now I will have to glue some of these shields back on. But I really like the old school paint vibe that we have here with that. And that reflective, almost metallic finish kind of gives it like almost like a Dragonborn vibe. Instead of the dull Lizardman colors that we typically see with more modern sculpts and paint jobs, it kind of gives it a little bit of a more old school vibe. And to me, what that means is how do I use these minis narratively? You know, so they're not just interchangeable. Like I could make different species or different tribes within Lizardmen. So they're not just a one size fits all kind of thing. They really have their own unique flavors. So that's exciting.
You're excited.
I'm getting down to the nitty gritty, Dave. What the hell is this? Oh, you know what? Some of this stuff is not going to be minis. I just remembered. Some of it is like books. These guys I'm going to put over here because they're special and metal. I have to get more boxes to hold all my minis now, Dave. I need to get some padded foam cases.
Let's go to Home Depot.
Okay, this is dope. Pirate mode. Look at that. Look at that, David. Behold. Pirates. Pirates. Dun, 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 dun. Now, some people might be like, Bill, where is this pirate stuff coming from? Okay, two things. Number one, I've been watching a lot of pirate movies recently. Number two, more pirates. Number two, look how dope those look. Number two, I have been playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is a pirate-ish game. And so maybe that's where it's coming from. More pirates. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Toys. Look, Dave, more toys. I didn't even plan on opening the best for last, but this might be the best for last. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Okay. More painted pirate metal minis. These dudes are basically more dudes who are pirates. Painted pirate metal minis. Dun, 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 dun. Where'd this come from anyway? Yeah. Some individual. I don't know.
Where?
Some dude who has pirate minis.
It doesn't say
But
where.
they're hella awesome.
It doesn't say where.
And he based them on washers too. So they're heavy. The bottoms are heavy. Shut up. That's so cool. I love the different looks of them because I like to have variety. This is like going to be the greatest pirate crew ever. I don't know about you guys when you play, but like sometimes I like to come up with identities for the minis. Like instead of coming up with an identity and finding a mini to match it, I like to look at a mini and come up with a character. So see, like, look at that, Dave. Can you do a nice group shot of them? Like you got quite a swath of people here. And types. And clothing colors and weaponry. This is great.
Yeah, Aladdin looking one.
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's up to us to come up with names. But now I have a lot of pirates, whereas before I did not. Oh, yeah. All right, so this guy is a prisoner.
Excuse me?
A prisoner.
Excuse me?
He's a prisoner.
So then why is he sending himself in jail?
No. I don't mean the guy, Kruffa. I mean the mini. He's kind of jacked. I'm going to have to bend him back to shape. So see, look, here, I'll put him there. He's kind of like chained. And it comes with a card, Prisoner, Dungeons and Dragons. Minis, Dave. Individually wrapped in toilet paper. I'm going to have to wash my hands after this. Who knows what kind of COVID these people have. All right, what the hell? Oh, dope. All right, I got to move these guys over. So, I love these metal pirates. They're winning so far. I don't know about Prisoner there, bent over. He's kind of lame. So remember when I was like, I wanted to get these old school minis. So I found these guys, they had Grenadier Miniatures, old school Grenadier Miniatures. And this is from 1980, I can't read this. Ral Partha and Grenadier Miniatures, old school metal minis. And some of them are painted, some of them weren't painted, and I didn't really care. I just wanted them all. But these are samurai and ninja minis. Now you're like, Bill, how does that fit into anything? I have plans, okay? Don't doubt me.
I doubt you.
Don't. 1979, this guy. So, they're much smaller. Like if I put up a, like he's like a giant compared to them. Because a lot of these, back in the 70s and 80s, they were 25 millimeter or 28 millimeter, but the scaling was smaller. So these guys are kind of smaller, which is fine, because here's how I'm going to organically use that. I'm going to make them like actually their own unique ethnic subgroup. Oh, dude, it broke.
Rip.
It broke, Dave. It don't work. So what's exciting is that I can actually use these in a narrative format, in a story. Yeah, look at that, dude. Ninja. Look at that, Dave. Ninja. Because I have kind of a concept for a campaign that will carry on through into a sort of part of a campaign that will go to a land that's far away where these people will be. And now I have minis to represent some of their soldiers and assassins and so forth. Like I said, it's like a tool set. You want to have a variety of tools for a variety of different jobs. And I think having all of the minis gives me power. What the hell is this? Ral Partha, 1985. Dude, it's like a skeleton samurai. Look at that. Zoom in on that guy. I don't even remember that being part of it, but that's cool. I'm very...
How can you, I never see you use minis.
Here's a ninja.
When are you going to use the minis?
Dude, as soon as quarantine's done, we're going hog wild on the table with the minis. I'm telling you. It's going to be great.
Great.
Tips. Oh, traps and tricks. All right, this is a book. I had to be careful. This is old school. Look at how old school that is, Dave. This looks like it was made by a game company that probably, I don't even know if they're around anymore. They're called the Dragon Tree from Abilene, Texas. Handbook of Traps and Tricks. A playing aid for all dungeon fantasy adventure games. So they were smart enough not to get sued. 1982. I mean, this straight up looks like it was made on somebody's typewriter. And it's just loaded with riddles, traps. Let me read this one. As I was going up the stair, I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. Oh, I wish he'd stay away. Stairways always offer a prime opportunity for traps. This is especially true of long stairs, but the use of only a single step can also be effective. Faced with a slight change in level, it is a rare character who will deliberately say that as he enters, he is carefully not stepping on the provided step. This single step can be the trigger for anything. Still, longer stairs are more fun. So then they have a whole bunch of different things that you could do just with stairs. Oh, that's cool. And then there's a whole bunch of traps and tricks, bags, poisons. Yay. I like this. I like old things. And this is old. And now it's mine. The Handbook of Traps. Maybe I'll integrate this into some of the games. All right, now Dave, we've gotten to the last package. This is perhaps the most special unboxing of all. Allow me to explain. I was sharing some talk about the old days. And by the old days, I mean when I was a kid and we used to play all the different TSR games. One of those games that we played with great fondness was Gamma World, the post-apocalyptic game of mutants and technology and sometimes magic. And I was talking about how awesome it would be to play Gamma World again and how the Gamma World miniatures were very rare. They did not release a lot of them. There were only a few sets of them. And I thought, I love the post-apocalyptic settings. And though I haven't played Gamma World in decades, it was a huge part of my life, like probably equally as big as D&D. And then, but lo, I receive a message from none other than my patron, healed by wounds, my brother in Christ. And he says, hey, I've got this thing that you might like. I'm going to send it to you. And so without further ado, this is the gift from Andy. Now I want you to behold this, Dave. First of all, the condition of this is absolutely incredible.
Tilted up so it doesn't glare.
Absolutely incredible. This is one of the very few box sets of Gamma World miniatures that were ever made. I am beside myself with gratitude. I want to open this up, Dave, so I'm gonna kind of put it on an angle here.
Yeah, there you go.
So Andy sent this to me, and I mean, like when you say original packaging, like these are still in original packaging.
Hold it lower.
Trying to see if there's a date stamped on it. Now, some of these have assembly required. Some of them he started painting when he was younger, and some of them he did not. So, for example, this looks like an archivist. So see, in Gamma World, there were like all these different kind of types and classes that you could be. Some people were more tech focused. Some people were more like mutation focused. But I thought these minis were really just kind of cool and very much represented the overall vibe of Gamma World from back in the day. Some were more like primitive, like here's clearly like a mutant person who's like wearing armor and a spear. This is just amazing. I literally right now feel like I'm in a time machine. Here's like a cool woman with like a mohawk and like a laser pistol in robes. All right, so here's a dude with like a laser sword or something. I don't know what that is. Oh, what's it called? Vibro blade, vibro sword or something?
Do I want to know how much of that game was?
Back in the day? I don't know. Here's like another robot dude, right? Because like robots and cyborgs were a thing with Gamma World. Andy has taken great care to wrap all of these things. And I too will take great care to eventually paint them well. Here's like a soldier with some kind of awesome rifle.
I'm going to sell all that for $50.
Krafa, I will stab your garage and kill your car. Here's a dude with like a bazooka. Yeah, so many of the minis are fantasy based. It's kind of hard to find post-apocalyptic or futuristic minis that don't have guns, that aren't soldiers. Like the last few ones that I've just opened seem to be a lot of soldiers.
In that box,
Yeah.
there's not anything underneath the foam.
No, man, the foam, like this is what I need for those metal minis. I need to get
No,
foam.
But there's not anything underneath the foam.
No.
Like some special like.
What, like a bag of weed? What do you mean? Oh, this guy's cool. Here's like a robot dude. Yeah, so I could see that Andy like started to partially paint these. I might actually have to commission somebody to paint these DoD Spec Ops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that they turn out dope and I don't mess them up. Oh, here, he painted one. This guy's like a soldier. But see what I mean? See how it's glossy?
I can't see it.
That's like what we did. in the 80s. We had like glossy finishes. All my friend Justin's minis from back in the day had that glossy finish. And I don't know if it was the paints or if it was like this final spray that you'd seal it with so that the paint wouldn't rub off. Oh, that's cool. Kind of just like an adventurer with a rifle. This is so awesome. Here's a like survivor dude with like a rifle and a helmet and like a plate shield.
So are you going to keep all that paper off of them?
Yes. Here's a power armored. Yeah, so power armor was another thing. Like if you discovered like power armor, it was like the highest level of armor. Now here's a dude with like just an awesome axe. See, that was the thing that we loved about Gamma World. It was another world where you mixed fantasy with technology. And then we even integrated like magic with our own homebrew rules.
I want some home.
Yeah, there's like a healer. And then there were factions too. Like there was all these factions in the post-apocalyptic world. You know, some good, some bad, some kind of neutral. And you would like join a faction and that like determined your social rank and like access to certain things. There's like a traveler with like a staff and a motorcycle helmet. Pretty cool. Thanks, brother. You've made my old man dreams come true with your astounding collection of awesomeness. Pretty sweet. It will be kept on a shelf of greatness.
Until I sell it.
No, Crawford, you're not allowed. Well, that's it. It was just a lot of unboxing. Just a lot of things that I got from eBay during quarantine. Some of them will give me a little more work to do. Some of them are ready to play out of the box. And all of them will be treasured parts of my collection. So until we see each other next time for whatever I unbox next, stay happy and safe and healthy. Peace out. Bye. All right, let's go get lunch. I'm hungry.
I should drop a little
pill and then put on a devil mask.
Savage sword of Conan. Ow. I made my deck save and therefore did not cut my hand open. Bill, cut away from yourself, not towards yourself. This fucking box. I'm trying, dude. They use like industrial strength mega tape. That and I think my Leatherman blade is just dull. You know who's not strong enough? Your mom.
No, I'm going to turn this off.
This,
Ready?
Crawford, I will stab you.
Okay, here, I'm going to turn this off. Here.
So this
Here.
is,
Oh, no, the camera's off.
this is what,
It's off.
Crawford! You better not.